Hi guys, what's up? This is DP Aviation and I'm back on uploading videos on YouTube after a break, and I don't know why I'm back, but it's good. As I said that I'm not here for professional purpose. I'm here for just my passion, and that's what I'm following. And today's video is based on the airlines that don't exist in Pakistan anymore. In last year's June, I covered all the crashes that happened in the history of Pakistan, and I had put a lot of effort in that video. And uh, today I'm off to a different subject, but it's related to Pakistani aviation, and I was planning to do this video since a long time, and now I finally have the opportunity, and now I'm gonna just make this video. So let's move on to the video. So let's move to number one. Number one is Aeroasia. Now, most of you people might know of this airline, and some of you even may not know of this airline, since it was a Pakistani airline and it's ceased operation back in 2007. But if you're a Pakistani and you have information about these airlines, then I think you might know of it. And also, I'm gonna cover the basic parts of these airlines. I won't go into the depth of everything. So let's just start off. Aeroasia was a very good airline when it was on its peak time, from 1993 until its collapse on May 19th, 2007. Now let's move on to the basic parts of this airline. Like, its ITA code was E4, its call sign was Aeroasia. It was founded in 1993 on 4th May. It commenced its operations, and let's now move on to its hub. Its hub was Karachi, and its secondary hub was Lahore, and its focus cities were Dubai, Islamabad, Peshawar, Quetta. It altogether had 16 destinations, but I'm not gonna cover them over here because it's just gonna make this video go a bit longer. And its headquarters was located in Karachi, Sindh, Pakistan. Now let's move on to its fleet. The company returned the aircrafts after being under the wet leased on May 19th, 2007, and its aircrafts were returned to their lessors. This airline had in its 14 years of service, it had around 23 aircrafts, out of which they had Boeing 707 and Boeing 737, MD-82s, MD-83s, DC-9s, and a few more and they had the latest aircraft that they had were the 737-200s, which were again very old for the 2000th century, and I don't know why they still kept it. And one other part of its closure was also its security violation, since it violated the security concerns given by the Civil Aviation Authority. They were issued a notice by the Civil Aviation Authority, and also their financial difficulties had made them collapse in the aviation industry of Pakistan. And until when it was its good time, it was a good airline. I suppose, although I never tried it, but I have heard of it. When I don't remember, I think I saw it on the airport, and personal experience I don't have about this airline, so I cannot say anything, but I heard some good reviews from my family members and my friends who traveled back then. So that was the first airline that doesn't exist anymore. So coming second on the list is Bhoja Air. Now I think most of you guys, if you're from the Pakistani aviation industry, if you are their fan, you might know about this airline, Bhoja Air. And even I myself remember this airline very clearly. So let's move on to its basic. Bhoja Air was a Pakistani airline. It was based in Karachi, Pakistan. Its ITA was B4, its call sign was Bhoja. It was founded in the same year of Aeroasia in 1993, but it commenced operations later on 7th November 1993. Now this airline has some special things in it, like after its commencing operations in 1993, it had ceased operation in 2000, but unbelievably it actually relaunched its operations in 2012 but unfortunately after 1 month in March, they started their operations in March 2012, which was a relaunch. But unfortunately, the next month, their subsequent flight had crashed, which actually made them to cease operation again. The reason of their first pre-launch ceasing operation was due to financial difficulties. They couldn't make it up there, and they could only operate for 7 years at that time. And after 12 years, they had again relaunched their services, but because of this crash, they lost their operational license. And speaking of personal experience, I don't exactly know how this airline was like, but I remember that day of the news that came of this crash, and I remember all the people talking about that, and also what I heard on the news. That's is my personal experience for that. Other than that, I have never tried this airline, and I have also not seen their aircraft in person. And I think after this relaunch, I don't think they'll ever relaunch again, or who knows if the 12 years aren't completed yet, if they can do it after 2000 to 2012, and they're just 9 years gone now. They still have 3 years more, but I don't think it's a 95% chance that they won't relaunch their airline. Now, speaking of the destinations, if it only had 5 destinations before closure, and they had the main cities of Pakistan like Karachi, Lahore, Islamabad, Multan, Peshawar, and it had 3 aircrafts in its fleet, which were the Boeing 737-200s, which were old in those days, just like Aeroasia had. So that was Bhoja Air's story. So coming third on the list is Air Indus. Now, it was also a very popular airline, and I think you guys may know of it again. And just right start off with its information. Air Indus was again a private airline. It was founded in 2010, but it started its operation in July 2013. However, it was forced to suspend operations in July 2015. After the Civil Aviation Authority suspended its operations as they were not fulfilling Pakistani legal requirements of 3 operating aircrafts after 2 were damaged in a terrorist attack at Karachi Airport on July 2014. Its main base of operation was Jinnah International Airport, and this airline had only 1 aircraft after the 2 aircrafts were damaged in Karachi. And even if you see my videos of taking off from Karachi, you can even find this the footage of this aircraft at Karachi Airport's boneyard when I was taking off in my trip. As you can see, they are standing next to PIA and Shaheen Air's aircraft. And also, this airline was violating the safety instructions given by the Civil Aviation Authority. And speaking of personal experience again, my family and friends told me that their services were horrible. They are not their services like their safety services. They didn't like it as it was a very unsafe airline, and I think that's also the reason that it was forced to stop operating. And its destinations were 8, and it was also a Pakistani based airline. In 2016 they said that they will come back, but they never operated it due to unavailability of aircrafts that they were dreaming to acquire. And the airline, as I said, the airline's remaining aircrafts are still grounded in Karachi, and they have now again contracted that they will want to start the operations by 3rd quarter of 2021. But honestly speaking, even if they come back, I would not prefer to travel with them because of their safety issues. But now it has been 6 years, so they might also make an improvement, so it's too early to say that. So that was the story of Air Indus. So the last airline coming on the list is Shaheen Air. Now, if you are a Pakistani aviationist, I think 90% of you people might know of this airline, since it has served Pakistan for 25 years. And due to just these financial difficulties and this not paying the debts, that led them to their collapse. And they were the second largest airline of Pakistan, and currently the second largest airline of Pakistan, Air Blue, was their biggest competitor. But Air Blue always tried to compete with them, but they were just too strong enough for Air Blue to beat. And they weren't even competing against Air Blue. Their target was number one, that was PIA. And even although they never surpassed PIA, but PIA even had to watch out at a time because of Shaheen Air's excellent growth. As I said, that it was the second largest airline of Pakistan, had a lot of aircraft fleet, like they had the Boeing 777-200, 777-400s, Airbus A330s, A320s, and A319s. And this airline had many international operations, many domestic operations, and I have seen this airline in person in 2015 and 16. I have, although you can still find their planes in Karachi airport, and also in 2019 they had hinted to come back, but they never did that. They said they might spread their wings again, but unfortunately it did not happen. And it was a very good airline, Shaheen Air, until 2018. So that was the story of Shaheen Air. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and please like, comment, subscribe, and also leave the comment down below. And I hope you got well informed about this video and the topic that I covered. Please keep supporting me, and I'll see you guys in another video. Till then, take care. Goodbye.